Hi everyone, happy Monday. I hope you had a great weekend. Today is our going into our third week of distance learning. Um, I'm really proud of all of you. Many of you have been texting me pictures of your work, writing your sentences at home. Some of you have sent that to me on Class Dojo. So if you have been doing work at home, please send it to me so I can document that. And yeah, let's get started today. So today we are going to be talking about using conjunctions. Let's take a look at our objective here. You can read along with me. We will make sentences with the conjunction and. You guys know that trick word. Using a picture of a boy cleaning his room. Okay, let's try that together. I say, you say. We will make sentences with the conjunction and using a picture of a boy cleaning his room. Okay, this is our new word today. That says conjunction. Can you say that? Conjunction. That's a big word. It just means basically a word that's used to connect things together. Okay, to connect things together. So we're going to be talking about using the conjunction and. Okay, that's one of our trick words. We know how to spell and. Let's talk about how we can use it when we're speaking and when we're writing. Okay, so it says here, moving down, we will be talking today. So we'll be practicing talking using the conjunctions, and we'll be writing today. So I'm going to ask that you have a paper and pencil ready for writing sentences when we are done. Okay? So let's do an example. It says down here, let's make it a little bit bigger so we can all read the words. Okay, let's read this question together. Why do we use and in a sentence? Okay, why do we use that? We use and to connect two things that are similar. Okay, similar is close to the same. So we use and to connect two things that are similar. Let me give you an example. If Miss Makadia was asked the question, what foods do you like? Okay, I could tell two or more types of food that I like. I chose two. So let me show you how I can connect sentences together. If someone said, Miss Makadia, what foods do you like? I could say, I like pizza. I like ice cream. Okay? I told two sentences, but I could connect those together and just say one sentence. I could say, I like pizza and ice cream. Okay? So instead of saying two short sentences, I can connect it together and make it a little bit more smooth. Let me give you something not to do. We're not going to connect them together like this. I like pizza and I like ice cream. Okay? We're not going to connect them together saying, I like, I like. We don't need to write that like 2 times. So instead, I cross out, I like. Don't write that. We say, I like pizza and ice cream. Okay? Just like I've written it down here. Okay, we're going to do some examples. We're going to be looking at a picture here of a boy who has a very messy room. I'm sure none of you have messy rooms at home, do you? Yeah, I'm sure mom never has to ask you to clean up, huh? All right, let's take a look at this boy. He has many things in his room that he needs to clean up. So look at this question. First, let's think about, what do you see in the picture? What do you notice? Okay, let me do some examples. I notice the boy's clothes are on the floor. Okay. I notice that the boy has toys on the floor as well. What do you notice? Maybe you can make a sentence saying, I notice blank. What do you notice that's messy in his room? Take a minute. Tell a sentence. Let me do another example. I notice the boy's bed is not made. I notice the boy's desk is messy. Okay. There are many things that need to be cleaned up and put away in his room. So now let's do some examples. It says down here, what did the boy do? What do you think that he needed to do to clean up his room? Let's make some sentences together. Okay. We don't know his name, so I'm going to use he. Oops. Let me just move this a little bit. Technical difficulties, friends. 1 second. Okay, let's try that. Let's try it again. There we go. Okay. What did the boy have to do to clean his room? I'm going to start with he. What is he doing with his clothes? Does he crumple them up? No, he has to fold them. Can you say fold? He folds his clothes. That's one thing that he has to do to clean his room. Right now, I want you to think of what else. Think of another thing that the boy can do to clean his room. Move this over a little bit. Let's make his room a little bit bigger so we can see. What else does he have to do? That's right. He has to make his bed. Okay, so I'm going to make that into a sentence. He makes his bed. Now I could stop there. I told 2 sentences, or I could connect them together. So let's practice connecting them together. If someone said, "What did the boy do to clean his room?" You could say, "He folds his clothes, he makes his bed," or you could connect them together to make one sentence. How could we do that? We start the same way. He folds his clothes, but instead of putting a period there, I'm going to use my conjunction and. And then I don't have to use he again, okay, because we already know that our subject of the sentence is he. So we can just put and makes his bed. We took 2 sentences and we connected them together with and to make one sentence. Let's read it together. He folds his clothes and makes his bed. That's a great sentence. That sounds like more of a first grade sentence than he folds his clothes, he makes his bed. Okay? We used and to connect them together. Let's think about 2 more things that the boy could do to clean his room. Okay. Let me see. I am going to go down a little bit right here. What else do you see? I think he has to put some things away. Can you see what he has to put away? Maybe his ball, maybe his car, maybe his tennis racket. Let's identify some of those things. He puts the car away. Okay, he puts the car away. And let's say the football. He puts the football away. I wrote 2 sentences of other things he needs to do, but we could connect them together with and. Let's make one sentence. See if you can tell somebody, if you can speak a sentence by putting these 2 together. He puts the car away, he puts the ball away. How do we join those together to make one sentence? We could say, he puts the car and football away. So we wouldn't say he puts the car. We could say he puts the car away and the football away. That would work too. Let's try to read it together. He puts the car away and the football away. And let's make sure we can see our conjunction and. We took 2 sentences and we connected them to make one. Okay? What I want you to do at home is I'm going to ask you a few questions and I want to see if you can make one sentence using and to answer the question. Okay? Let's see. I'm going to go down here a little bit. The first question I'm going to ask is, what will you do today? You could answer Miss Makadia with one thing, like, I will play with my brother. And that's a fine sentence. But I want you to tell me 2 things that you will do today. So maybe I will play with my brother and I will eat lunch. Okay? So if you think of 2 things that you will do today, you're going to make one sentence connecting them together. I will blank and blank. Okay? Your sentence should follow this sentence frame. I will blank and blank. See if you can take your paper and write a sentence using this sentence frame. I'm going to have you do one more, okay? Your next question is, what do you like to do at the park? Okay, so think about all of the things that you can do at the park. I like to run. I like to swing on the swings. Those are 2 things that Miss Makadia likes to do at the park. Think about, what do you like to do at the park? Maybe you like to play soccer. Maybe you like to feed the ducks. What do you like to do? And then think of 2 things and put them together in one sentence. Okay? So your sentence frame looks like this. I like to blank and blank at the park. If you have written these 2 sentences, I would love to see them. I have a shout out for Yaritza and to Ashley M, who are both in Miss Ross's class, who have sent me a lot of their work. So I would love to see many more of you sending me your sentences. All right, we will practice again tomorrow. And until then, I hope you have a great night. See you later, guys.